nag-ask sa'yo, nagsisik ng advices, medical advices?
Oh yeah, every time. It's like, guys, I just take my medical help. Like, guys, I'm just Kyle. I don't even like.
What was the weirdest medical advice that they ask sa'yo?
Weirdest?
May mga ganun ba?
Hey, I have 6 toes. How do I? I'm like, the 6th one hurts. Like, what do I do to get it better?
Wow.
Not, I mean, with friends, you know. The weirdest, I think, I don't know. Like, I think all questions. I don't.
Coming from family.
Family and friends. I think all questions are valid. I don't think there's a weird question anyway. So I think all questions are unique in and of themselves. So I don't. I think an interesting one would be, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but this guy he just had surgery for his heart, and he was wondering if he could still birds and the bees do it with have intimacy with his wife. Like, how much can I do without
that heart being
so, you know,
tired or
being
pumped.
tired. It's good cardio.
It's a good cardio.
For all those in relationships, don't lose weight.
Pause na muna tayo sa medical field. This is about you now. When you clock out as a doctor, who is Kyle off the clock?
Who am I off the clock?
What is your favorite thing to do when you're not working? Okay. Yeah, well, I got done.
Thank you. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. My brain works. I'm very restless. I keep my mind is always racing 24/7. I think just like I'm always hungry for learning and growth, and so everything I do is geared towards becoming a better version of myself. Maybe I love to read. I read a lot. So I read books. Any kind of books I could pick up, I would read. Doesn't matter what. If I see something I like, I would just read it. History, philosophy, anything. I also get in touch with my Filipino roots. I don't mind watching Filipino shows to embrace that part of me. I like to move and go to the gym and work out.
So may ganun ka.
I also do that. I think because I think one of the biggest factors of not being depressed. I think one of the best antidepressants is moving, and because when you move, you release those hormones, happy hormones called endorphins, and I think if you pair that with being thankful and having gratitude in life, and doing things that is not towards the self and it's extrinsic, I think all these will help with quote unquote depression. So I like doing things that are geared towards happiness and not having those happy hormones. So working out, eating good food.
Eating good food. So is that how you take? So let's be more kasi broad sa akin yung pagkaka-describe mo sa akin yung how you take care of yourself, sure. Diba? How do you take care of your health talaga?
Oh, like specifically my health.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to be as transparent as real. I love food. My girlfriend can attest to this. Like, if I had the opportunity to buy a really nice car, we always discuss this, versus really good food, I would pick the food. It's like, a lot of my friends are like, hey dude, why don't you buy like a cool car, like a really, really nice car? I'm just like, because I would rather spend it on experiences, food and travel and stuff. But to take care of myself, going back, I drink plenty of water. I think water is one of the best resource medicine you can ever have. If you want to delve into specifically on nutrition, I do my best to eat white meat, just because red meat is affiliated with diabetes, high blood pressure, and cholesterol, and all those things, and even gout. That's why Filipinos, we have arthritis and gout.
Yes.
So I do my best. I love steak though, so I save that on my cheat days.
May ganun ka.
I do that. So I try to diet and stay well. White meat in general is good. I'm sure Josh already knows this. So white meat, chicken, fish, turkey, all that stuff. And then I eat my complex carbs, so I don't get complex carb, meaning carbs that can be digested a little bit slower, so you don't get super hungry all the time. So like rice, potatoes, I like those on the weekdays. And I'll try to eat my vegetables to get my fiber in, and at the same time it helps me not get hungry, because I love food. I think my hunger hormone is just like exploding. So I love to eat, man.
You do. I can say. What is your favorite food ba?
Lechon all day, bro.
Talaga?
Oh, lechon all day.
Even though that there's like this, sabi nila high in cholesterol siya, fats, everything.
So I would eat that like at least once a month. That's all. Okay, don't correct me wrong. One of the main reasons I exercise is also so I could eat.
So you can eat. I think that's the reason also I work out, because I want to eat. I want to eat what I want.
Sure.
So ganon. Yeah.
What about you?
What's
your favorite food?
On weekdays, I eat broccoli and chicken only.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bro.
Broccoli and chicken, and then on
wow.
like on my lunchtime, like my baon at work, it's only chicken and broccoli. So, and I get used to it already.
Is that mentally draining?
No, I practice kasi I practice Kobe Bryant's
what was that? The Mamba mentality.
The Mamba mentality. There's more like yung mga habits niya, like 4 a.m. waking up 4 a.m. working out. You outwork everybody.
Yeah.
Like you're the most hard worker in the room. At the same time, also yung food meal preps niya.
So
I copied that.
Oh wow.
And then, so for me, like I can take like 3 to 4 jobs, not being tired, because I have that mentality. Back to you.
Sorry, it's just.
What about your mental health naman? How do you take care of yourself? Because you told me about like, syempre nakaka-drain yung magtrabaho, at the same time also out of the clock, good Samaritan ka pa, may family ka pa mag-seek ng advice, ano ba? Mayroon ka pang tutulungan na family mo. So how do you take care of your mental health now?
I think mental health wise, I stick to my true north, what makes me happy, which is...
Di ka naka-anxiety, depression?
I don't think I've ever been depressed. I do have anxiety, which I think is normal.
I think I have
think all of us have anxiety.
I feel that some people who's very passionate on what they're doing, and the people who extrovert as well, combined with the passionate, that gives anxiety sometimes. That's a formula to have anxiety. Just having those traits.
Yeah, that's a good point that you bring up, because anxiety is a precursor to depression, right? I think it goes by levels. I think you're anxious and then you become depressed, right? Because you can't control that anxiety. But I control it by sticking to my roots and stick to the basics. I think, for atheists out there, no disrespect, but I believe in God. I grew up Catholic. I'm Filipino. I grew up Roman Catholic. So as much as I stray away, because America is a very industrialized country, we're very oriented with how to be successful and all that. So I really stick to my roots and my Filipino values that I grew up in, which is adhering to God and just talking to Him. And the second one would just be my true north, which is family. And I devote my time, and every decision that I make is geared towards family. May it be, so for example, if why am I working right now? Because I think that's how people get depressed or anxious, because I'm not saying everything, but some, because they don't, I think it's because one of the biggest hardest things in life is finding a purpose.
Yes.
I think you need to have a purpose to have direction. Otherwise, I think I'm just based on me, I think I'll just be floating around. So my purpose is, I don't think money is the means to an end. I think money is tool. It's only merely a tool to you can be happy.
Yes.
So you work. Why do you work? Why do I work? So I can have, maybe I can eat food, or I could share it with my mom. I could go out, share it. I just had a little nephew. He was just born 3 weeks ago. So maybe
congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So I could maybe buy him gifts, or buy my girlfriend. What does she like?
More food?
More. What does she like? She likes, she likes this things. So that makes her happy. So yeah, I mean, I'm cheap on myself, but but I think that's it. Just.
Do you meditate?
I do deep breathing.
Oh, deep breathing.
If I do, I already have a monkey brain. I think a lot. So I just calm it down by doing deep breathing or...
You mentioned to me that you're like somehow religious, or
define religion.
I mean, like not religious. Like, what's your prayers? Actually, that's my question. Is what is your prayers?
I just talk to God.
You just talk to Him.
But I'll be honest. Like I try to go to church, but sometimes I haven't been. But since my grandmother passed away, I've been doing the rosary because I think that's what Catholics believe in. That you need to do that so the soul can transition from purgatory to heaven. And I think that. So I've been doing that a lot.
So, yung mental health, no, pinag-usapan natin yun, di ba? As a doctor, di ba, who studied for so long, and now you're practicing it now, right? Ano pa yung insecurities mo?
Insecurities?
Insecurities.
Putting me in the hot spot, Josh.
Insecurities mo. Do you still spot weaknesses on your end? Like, yeah.
I would say insecure up with a very, very high achieving sister. Just so you know, my family...
competitive.
I wouldn't say competitive, but just to give you guys context, my mom is... She was valedictorian since elementary, and she took up journalism and UP, Diliman. You know, she was classmates with these very, very intelligent people. I think one of the... I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but, you know, the current incumbent president, you know, who just won, was her classmate.
Talaga?
I think, sister of Bongbong Marcos.
Okay.
Long story short, she's very... I think I could say my mom is, you know, I would say she's above average and really smart, right? Brilliant. And my sister obviously graduated valedictorian, second in like law school in Berkeley. So I've been surrounded with these people, and I feel sometimes, and growing up, that's why my grandfather felt very... He wanted to coddle me because I'm this person that, you know, my
Kasi intense sila eh,
no,
diba?
I'm not saying this to brag or anything, but I just want to give you guys context of what I'm surrounded with growing up. Like my uncle, he works with surgery in John Muir, his colleagues from like, you know, John Hopkins and all that stuff, and some of my aunts, she's a researcher in UC Cancer. So these you know, these are the people that I'm surrounded with, and then who am I? So I feel little sometimes compared to them. So that's probably why that drives, one of the things that drives me to learn, because that's one of my insecurities. I was always compared to my sister. I wasn't even known elementary. I wasn't even known as my name. I was known as Dominique's brother. I was like, yeah, he's that little boy that's got, you know, my sister was like student body president, and I was just me. I was just like playing marbles, all these things, and so
sobrang intense ng sister mo, so intense ng course ng sister mo, even your mom's course. Yung dad mo, course din niya.
He's a case manager in Kaiser, so he's and he also does IT, and he also does helps the operational system in hospitals. So he does that.
How do you stay intact with all this, like, intense? May journalist, merong lawyer, tapos may case, may iba-iba siya.
Conversations in the dinner table gets very intense.
Talaga?
And it's just normal for us. Debates, politics, everything, because we love those. I mean, that's what, I just grew up in that, but it's nothing personal. We stick to the issue, and it does get intense, and I love that. That's why I think I love conversing like that, because I love
I think also. Okay, tell us about your YouTube channel.
What up, Dr. Kyle? YouTube channel started. Why it started? I was as I said, I quit working to help take care of my grandma, so I decided to make my YouTube channel so I could give all the knowledge. I'm not stingy with what I know, so I just want to give that to everyone who can use it to get them pain-free from the comfort of their own home. And I've noticed that, you know, it came from my dad, who works from home. He has shoulder pain, and statistically, I think people who work from home because you're on the computer all day, when you're like this, that adds more pressure in your spine. Fun fact for you guys, your head weighs about, say, 10 to 11 pounds. Every time you go forward like this when you want to use the computer, that adds more pressure in your spine and your low back. And when you're not moving as much, especially during tense, Zoom meetings, that could lead to pain. So I just wanted to just give the people what to do. Just basics such as the simple fact of just get up and move, have water so you go pee. You can keep on moving. Basic stretches and things like that. So
pandemic mo and you start yung YouTube channel mo.
I started with my little camera.
Oh yeah.
I still have a little camera.
No, I see it. It's nice to have like those. Should I say free consultation? Kasi parang you're giving everybody like a little healthy tips about proper way to ease the pain of like mga pilay, right? Mga ganon.
Shoulder pain, neck pain, back pain, simple stretches, because in general human beings are meant to move. We're not meant to be sedentary in this, like hunter gatherers back in the day, we were just meant to move. Our bodies are just, if we're not moving, we're just stuck in one place. That's when aches and pains start to.
Uy, curious ako.
Sure.
So, physical therapy versus chiropractor, anong difference? Kasi crack ng chiropractor.
Sure.
Kayo naman, fix kayo ng fix, right?
I think there's overlap. I think generally chiropractors are focused more. Before this was a general that they focus on HVLAT. It's an acronym for high velocity, low amplitude. Anyway, long story short, they crack you to get you out of pain, which is helpful. Because it gets you out of pain, because that's just your body getting that stimuli to it basically it modulates pain. It kind of like it sends different pain signals to your body to ease your pain. But now a lot of chiropractors, if you've seen them on YouTube, they do different things now. They have tools, they have hammers, they have different they even do like soft tissue work. Difference between PTs and chiropractors, I think PTs, we focus more on what you can do. I want you, like Josh, I want you to become your own therapist. I want you to manage your own pain, so you don't have to keep coming back to us. By exercises, moving, education, food, nutrition, mental health. It's more like a holistic approach. Which is, I think,
so your approach is more like ginagamit the mental there at the same time.
Yeah, I think like to become your own therapist, to manage your own pain, so you don't have to keep coming back to me. You'll become your own therapist, physical and mental.
So it's more like touching the ability of one person. I think that's what's I get it. Pandemic, during the whole pandemic, like COVID. How the whole COVID, how I don't think busy ka ba noon? Paano nangyari?
No, I was at home. I was following CDC guidelines. I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat from this. I was following Dr. Fauci, which I think is brilliant. You guys could give me heat. I'm not gonna lose any friendships, but I followed the CDC. I followed science, and I just stayed indoors and quarantined, and as much as I can. I wanted to contribute with the community by following science all the time.
Oh wow!
That's why I think. Sorry, I'm gonna rant a little bit, but I think science was made here for a reason. I think all these scientists, I think their work will be undone if we give way to conspiracy theorists like flat. Oh my gosh, sorry. Like
I don't question ko yun. That's my question.
Okay. If we give way to conspiracy theories like flat earthers or people who just go against what science is, because I think these people like Einstein, Aristotle, Marie Curie, all these scientists, their work, I think it's just science is made by foundation, made by body of work. So if you go against what all these people have built throughout history, then it's as simple as why do you wash your hands? As simple as that. Why do you wash your hands, Josh? Because that's based on science. Yeah. Because there was actually an article and a researcher that actually did, because there's germs, and he did, and this was scientifically proven that there was a town in Africa that washed their hands, and then they did not have
bata pa lang tayo, we were already like, hello, safeguard, hello, the commercial ng safe.
Wash your hands. That's all science. Why do you drink your mom's milk? Why do some people believe?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, right.
Same here, para naman.